Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and you guys want my full review on Goku versus Superman 3 from Death Battle. Well, in all honesty here, I have to say this. Dragon Ball fans, y'all got played like some violins here. You see, a lot of people told y'all I wouldn't go to that video if I was y'all, because there's going to be a whole bunch of disappointment, and look at what happened. Y'all out here making debunks, saying Death Battle was wrong for this, Death Battle was wrong for that. But what happened to that same energy when Frieza and Megatron were there, right? What happened to that same energy when they did Hulk versus Broly, huh? Oh, wait, y'all thought that was, y'all thought those two were accurate, didn't y'all? Crazy, ain't it? But again, here's the funniest thing about this is, yes, I did think that Goku was going to win this. And again, some of you who know me, like outside of here, thought I did think that Goku was going to win this because I thought they were going to lowball Superman and they were going to use Goku with his Capsule Corp feats and stuff. And again, I was right. I was right about half of this. So, like, they used Capsule Corp's Goku, him fighting against Xeno Goku, and they're using like Xeno Goku scaling and stuff. And they even used Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, but didn't bother have Goku using it. Which again is understandable because Capsule Corp's Goku is stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Xeno Goku here. So it's kind of a no-brainer here. But the fact that they literally baited y'all for views. Y'all brought in a large majority of their views. Y'all don't see that? Frieza versus Megatron. Y'all brought in their views. Broly versus Hulk. Y'all brought in their views. Goku versus Superman 1 and 2. You guys brought in their views. A large majority of their views and stuff do come from Dragon Ball fans. You guys are a large majority of their views here because they cater to y'all a good margin. Minus Android 18 versus Captain Marvel because nobody liked Captain Marvel. Everybody was rooting for Android 18. Even I was, and it is what it is here. But the thing is, though, they got y'all. They legit got y'all. Y'all have to admit, they got y'all good in this one. Oh, man, it's so sad because they legit used the canon Dragon Ball cosmology only and didn't elaborate on how Xenoverse is much bigger, how it expands the cosmology of Dragon Ball, even though it's a non-canon thing. But again, since they were using it, it would count. They basically gave y'all a composite Goku against a base Prime Earth Superman. And they did y'all dirty still. They said a composite Goku is still, at the very least, complex multiversal. They never even gave Goku the feat against Cumber, where he already would have scaled at least above Xeno Goku. And I think even in the manga, Super Saiyan Blue versus Super Saiyan 4 Goku clashed and Blue wind up winning. So, yeah, so even as Super Saiyan Blue, he would be vastly above Xeno Goku. At least to a degree here, at least by like, I guess like power-wise, skill-wise, Xeno Goku definitely takes it. I mean, go and watch Chuck's video about this. I mean, it's pretty simple and straightforward here. He has a whole video about the power of Xeno Goku and stuff like that. But again, the sheer fact that Demigra is able to destroy infinite timelines, including the, custom characters timelines like Beat, Berserker, even your Time Patroller's timeline, with your Time Patroller being like you can honestly say like Outerversal and stuff like that. The Time Patroller would be outer because of how he scales way higher. Even as a Super Saiyan 3, he would scale higher than characters like Goku, Demigra, Mira and stuff like that. Even merged Mira, where he merged with Toki's egg and Toa at the same time. So again, yeah, they played y'all pretty good on this one here. They gave Goku every feat you could imagine, every form of scaling, well, every form of multiversal or complex multiversal scaling you could imagine, and they still said, yeah, y'all lose regardless. And y'all fell for it. It's sad, honestly. It really is here. Because, again, they had plenty of time to go into the higher layers of scaling. The scaling wasn't even good for this one. I mean, it's it gets funnier. It really does, because the sheer fact that Goku had everything just to still lose, and I knew y'all was gonna make debunks. Let's be real. I know a lot of y'all from TikTok and on YouTube who are making debunks right now mad about this situation. Now, again, do I think Goku genuinely has a chance against Superman? No. No, I really don't. Canon or maybe even non-canon. I do think Xenogoku is the best bet to beat characters like base pre-current Thor and even Superman. All right, I do think Xenogoku is probably the best chance y'all really have against beating Superman, against beating any character from Marvel or DC that has a higher level into the cosmology. Minus characters that are like a part of the cosmology, like Living Tribunal, Eternity, Chaos King, and characters of that caliber. Yeah, obviously, right? But let's move on to the Superman stuff, right? Now, the Superman stuff was just, I'm gonna be real with y'all, it was awful. And again, I'm talking about the research here. Animation and music is always great. All right, there's nothing ever wrong with that. But again, the research and their conclusions have always been like trash to me. It was just genuinely like awful, like across the board here. Now again, with Superman, they barely gave him like some of his higher enemies. Like the only ones I could really count are like Zod, Doomsday, the World Forger, and I think they even said Imperiex. Maybe Imperiex should be like above Doomsday, so it is what it is here. But again, they lowballed Clark to a good degree here. You know, they didn't really go into his speed, right? How he has inaccessible to immeasurable levels of speed here. How he's been able to blitz characters that have been able to, react to the Flash and Green Lantern. How he's been able to outspeed characters like Wonder Woman in a fight from time to time. And again, it's just, I don't know. It was just it was a little bit weird with Superman, how they went into how the DC universe, or sorry, the DC multiverse is like a non-million light year, thing here. Just say it's infinite. It really is here. The DC multiverse is infinite with a finite level of universes. As of Dark Crisis, or at least the it was a tie-in comic. I think it was like Infinite Frontier, Dark Crisis, something like that, where the Flash was fighting the Anti-Monitor. They stated that they have an infinite multiverse, but a finite level of universes. So that means the universes aren't infinite in size, they're finite. Which is actually, I guess you could say, which is actually makes sense, because the source wall is noted to be like the ends of the universes and stuff like that, which is pretty much across like the entirety of the DC multiverse. So again, it would make sense that, the source wall is like the end of all DC universes. So I guess you could really say that. But again, they gave Superman blitzing the World Forger and destroying his multiverse, being able to fight against characters that are comparable to that and stuff like that. But really, they were like more so leaning towards the World Forger feat. They did even use like his other feats here, like being able to knock out Barbados, being able to harm and draw blood from the Phantom Stranger. Superman has a lot of outerversal feats here we could really get into. But again, we're not here for that today, are we? Again, the funny thing is, they really gave him everything, I guess you could say, strength wise, properly. Strength and durability wise, they gave him everything like properly here. It's just that speed wise, they just lowballed him. Like, okay, he can move in non-million light years. I don't know why you guys even bother getting to the calcs here, when you guys could simply simplify everything by saying this person has immeasurable levels of speed. You guys compared him to the Flash, who has immeasurable levels of speed. Matter of fact, you guys could have used the reverse Flash video, scaled Superman to that, because he's been able to react, and even the reverse Flash stated that his speed is very comparable to his own. And the sheer fact that you guys could have used that, since you guys have used previous death battle calculations to add to the current videos that you're making, it would have made things a lot more simpler for y'all. But no. I guess that didn't really matter. But the sheer fact that they didn't even include half of Superman's feats, they even put Lex Luthor as a notable accomplishment. I guess because they did note that King Piccolo, Goku defeating King Piccolo, was a notable accomplishment when you're talking about characters on their highest ends, which is genuinely like, I don't know, it shouldn't be remotely applicable. But let's get into the final parts of this video, and we'll get into the conclusion part, right? Let's get into Let's get into that, right? So the conclusion half of this death battle was honestly just something else entirely. They went into how the Dragon Ball universe was smaller than the the Dragon Ball actually no, yeah, they actually did. They actually went to how Universe 7 was smaller than the DC mainline universe. It was just interesting. It was just they compared it to like our own universes. Crazy how they did that, but they didn't bother doing that for Transformers. I'm just saying. I am just saying that it's funny how they did that for Dragon Ball and DC, but they couldn't do it for Transformers. Crazy, ain't it? Then when it came down to speed, they said that Goku instant transmission combined with his ultra instinct and him being faster than a character that could perceive the future, like in mid combat as well, would give him an equivalent speed to Superman. And again, I'm just like, no. Now, Goku obviously took skill, which I'm fine with. Superman took strength, Goku took skill, but Superman had both experience and power. Like, it's very interesting here. They even said if Goku could even teleport him to like a red sun, that he would still die in outer space here, which was again accurate here. But again, the conclusive information to where they pretty much had everything here. Yeah, they're not similar in speed. Again, Goku's transformation isn't really going to give him any sort of boost in speed here. That's like having characters like Wonder Woman who could pretty much fight without thinking. Again, so she would pretty much have Ultra Instinct pretty easily, right? And Superman is still able to blitz her. Yes, it is confirmed she is faster than him in combat speed, but again, he's still able to like blitz her in flat out raw speed here. So, my genuine thoughts on this death battle. Research was okay. Superman got lowballed drastically, and Goku's cosmology with the whole composite, Dragon Ball scaling got lowballed drastically here. They were making this for views. And again, Dragon Ball fans, y'all took the bait. Y'all really did. You guys gave him 1.9 million views. It's barely, let's be real here. This is barely anything comic related. Those views are barely, comic fans in general. And again, it's sad. It honestly is. They played y'all for fools. And again, y'all fell for it. It's honestly sad. I actually feel bad for y'all. But at the end of the day here, it is what it is. Goku lost for the third time on Death Battle. And even they said they didn't care. Y'all still are going to debate this to the end of time. And I'm going to be honest here. On the DC side, it gets old. On the comic side, it gets old debating with Dragon Ball fans. It really does here. Because again, we can just use the same arguments and still debunk most of the points here. But at the end of the day here, this death battle was okay. Not the best. And again, we know the reason why they made this. But that's going to be all today, you guys. Please comment down below. Like and subscribe and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock. And I hope y'all have a blessed day.